Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to bezel this 20 millimeter Rivoli rhinestone. This is not a hard technique, and you should not have any problems with this. I have seen this bezel from Creazioni Margherita channel, and I need it for my next project, so while I'm doing it, I have decided to make a video about it so that I can save it in my bezel gallery, and I hope that it will be of good use to you. So for this 20 millimeter rhinestone, you're gonna need, and for this type of the bezel, this is my second version of how to bezel 20 millimeter rhinestone. I will use 11 pieces of 3 millimeter bicones, 11 pieces of 8/0 seed beads. I will use this green color, and 11/0 seed beads in 2 colors. You can do everything in one color, but I like 2 colors. So 3 millimeter bicones, 11 pieces, 8/0 seed beads, 11 pieces, and 11/0 seed beads in 2 colors in my case. Oh, too much sun. I hope that this is better now. Yeah. And of course, this is the thread I'm gonna use, 020. And let's get started. Alright, so I have picked all my 8/0 seed beads and my 3 millimeter bicones. As you can see, I have separated bicones with 1 8/0 seed bead. Now I'm gonna pull all this down, go through all these beads once again, and we'll add my knots. Okay, so I have circled all this once again and have added my knots and went a little bit further and exited through this 8/0 seed bead. Now I'm gonna pick 3 gold 11/0s and we'll go through this 8/0 seed bead again. Okay, now I'm gonna climb up and we'll add 3 11/0 seed beads again, and we'll go through this bead. You can do all this in only one color, but I like working with 2 colors. All right, now I'm gonna go down through this 8/0 seed bead, through the bicone, and exit through the next 8/0 seed bead. Okay, like this. I have to repeat this step again. So I'm picking 3 11/0s, going through the 8/0 again, then I'm climbing up and exiting through this top bead, adding 3 11/0s again, going through this 11/0, like this, then going down through all these beads, through this 11/0, 8/0 bicone, and 8/0. All right, so you have to repeat this step all the way around. You have to make these 2 raw stitches above every 8 seed bead all the way around. All right, so I have circled everything and added my these stitches above every 8 seed bead. So I have added my last one here, and now I have to climb up and exit through this top bead. This next step is very fast and easy. Okay. Oh, come on. Complications over nothing. All right. Now I'm gonna connect these parts, see, these top beads with only 3 11 seed beads, just like this. It's so easy. Everything else is so fast and easy from now on. All right, just add 3 beads and circle everything around. I have circled everything, and now we have made this little cup. I have exited here through this top bead from my raw stitch. These are my 3 last beads that I was adding, that I have added, and have exited here through this center bead. Now I need to exit through this center bead of our 3. So from this pointy bead, I will just go further, but only for 2 beads, so that I can exit through this center one. All right, like this. Now I'm gonna pick only 1 bead and we'll go through this next center bead from our 3 that we were just adding. You see we have a raw stitch here and raw stitch here. These are the peaks and 3 beads in between, and this is the center bead. All right, so I'm just gonna go directly through this center bead right here. You see, from this center bead through the next center bead, and I'm adding only 1 bead like this. This is my new bead. See it? Now I'm gonna repeat this step all the way around. Just add 1 bead and go through these center beads from our 3 that we were just adding all the way around. So I have added my 1 bead, you see, and connected these parts all the way around. And now I will put my rhinestone inside this cup face down like this. Okay, I need to pop these parts up. Oops, no, I need to use something better than this needle. Where have I put? Ah, here it is. All right, like this. I love this tool. Okay, so this is it, and now I'm gonna push, actually pull this thread. Okay, now as you can see, we have gaps here, and we are going to fill it, and that will close this circle a little bit more. So I have added here my last one bead and exit through this, went out through this center bead from our 3. And now I'm gonna go through this bead from our last step right here, and now we are just going to do the peyote stitch. So I'm gonna add one bead here between all these beads. You see, just add one bead right here all the way around. Once more, just one bead. All right, from this bead to this bead, they are sticking out, so you should not have any problems with that. You see, just one bead all the way around. Okay, so I have added my one bead all the way around, and we'll have to circle all these beads once again, my last step and the step before it. So I will just have to go through all these beads to make this stronger. If you want to close this even more, you can add one more row. Just put one bead again in between all these beads, but I won't do that. I don't think it's not so necessary, so I will not do it. Okay, this is enough for me, and I will circle all this to make this stronger. Now, if you can't wait for my next tutorial that will be out in a week, you can use this bezel for this pendant that I will show you right now, that I have made by watching Creazioni Margherita. You can use it and you will have your own finished project today. Okay, and I will put the link down below. Okay, once again, and yeah, this is enough, and I will go out right here. Please don't break something. Yep. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay, I will have to repeat all this, but this is how it looks. But my thread just I broke my thread, and I will have to repeat all this a few times and tie my knots, and it will be fine. This is already strong enough, but it won't hold until I make some additional steps right here. So you can use this bezel for that project. You will just have to climb up and exit here or here, so you can make something on your own from this place. I will show you what I have made by watching her tutorial. It's this pendant. Very, very gorgeous. She was making an earrings, and she named them Capri. You see, I was using Rivoli rhinestone, this one, the same one, like this, and she was using 18mm cabochon, but because the cabochon is puffy and large, it's more thicker than the rhinestone. The bezel did not was not fit for the 18mm Rivoli rhinestone, so you have to use 20. But since this is a round pendant or the earring, if you're going to use 18mm Rivoli rhinestone, you just have to go with the 10 10 pieces of 3mm bicones instead of 11, and of course 10 pieces of 8 of seed beads instead of 11. Just decrease it a little bit, and everything is just the same. So if you like this pendant, she was making an earrings. You can make an earrings, but it's a decent size for the pendant, so I made a pendant. So you're gonna need for this pendant bicones, 3mm, 11 pieces if you are using 20mm rhinestone. If you are using 18mm rhinestone, you can just go with 10. Then 4mm bicones, also 11 pieces. They are here. See these red ones. They are not so visible right now, but they not here in this video. You cannot see the I see them in the real light. They are really, really very visible. So 11 pieces. If you are using 20mm, if you are using 18, then 10 pieces. Then we have pearls, 11 pieces. If you are using 18mm Rivoli, then 10. Just decrease all this by 1, and that's all. So and she was using 11 O's seed beads in 2 colors, 15 O's. I was using 12 O's, 8 O's seed beads, and 0.20 fishing thread, and almost 2 meters of the thread. Yeah, it's a really, really gorgeous pendant. I really love it. So if you cannot wait for my tutorial for my next project, you can go to her page. It is in Italian, but it's so well explained, and the steps are easy and she explains it so well that you don't have to understand the language at all. Just watch the video and you will figure it out, just like I am. All right, guys, sorry for my broken thread. We'll fix that later, and we'll continue next time when I finish all this. All right, so happy beading. What can I say? See you next time. Ciao.